Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So, I'm gonna just push forward with this point, with some pretty good power because it is our greatest power as human beings right now. In this fight that we're in, the spiritual battle, when you break it down to it, that's ultimately the main things that's going on. We fight not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. And so, doing things from the heart, charity, love, these are our most powerful weapons. So this is why, like, the idea that I'm, still continuing to work on, I've been talking a little bit more about with Pops, and he's a little bit more on board, is about developing an infrastructure that's all about a business model that's in good harmony with everything else, that provides fair pay for the workers, and with the profits that it generates, various charity organizations and movements will be opened to help defeat and combat and eventually prevail against all of the dire problems on the planet. It's going to take some time, but we start with the most dire and the most local, and we work our way down. Not only is it just the right thing to do because there are problems that need to be solved, but this is also going to be, again, our most powerful weapon when we're fighting against this, because we're going to need spiritual protection. Like, we're fighting against malevolent extraterrestrials with highly advanced technology and spiritual knowledge, energetic knowledge about this reality that has been withheld from mankind for a very long time. So they have a lot of things over us right now, and they are very well connected, they're very well organized, and they're extremely well funded. More so now than ever before, is how I feel. But, so because of that, though, you have to realize that also means that we are now in more of a position to step up to these people and deal with them the right way, not in just a straight up, like, sock them out fucking type of way. But this is where it's like, again, we fed these people, like us. The consumerism, especially here in America, has perpetuated a lot of these evil corporations. So we've allowed these politicians to go. We've allowed the way that these politicians to do things to continue on, instead of being like, hold on a second here. Like, there is a point when the majority of the public can come together and no, like, we're not going to, like, this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to completely change the way government is run on every fucking level. The way education is run, the way fucking the military, the way that we deal with medical. I mean, everything needs to change. Everything. And so this is why it's a whole new infrastructure. This is also why the hemp plant is so vital, because in 4 months it's ready to be harvested, and it can literally develop its own infrastructure. It can provide everything from technology to medicine to vehicles to food to weapons to armor to fucking anything else. Plastic cups, tables, all these things can be made from hemp, and it's all non-toxic, biodegradable, good for the environment. The more hemp you grow, the more you rejuvenate the soil, which is a huge problem in itself, is how bad our soil's gotten. So I mean, it solves so many problems, but it takes people speaking about it. It takes people actually growing it, and it takes us coming together and developing work programs to help actually make this thing happen. So, in my opinion, this is, I mean, like, there's stuff going on with Russell Brand now. Like, I've felt like I've been saying this, but it's like the timing, we're getting to a very critical point. Like, the climax is coming. We're getting closer and closer to that climactical point to where they're going to do their thing, and we're going to be where we're at. So are we going to be prepared for this thing? Are we going to have our own supply chain? Are we going to have our own infrastructure? Are we going to be able to fight back against these people? Or are we going to become essentially their slaves, or have to live some type of like Mad Max fucking lifestyle in an apocalyptic world where fucking you have to fight for everything and there's no, I mean, it's gonna be hell, man. Like, the prepper future, like just being a prepper with your family, whatever little bits you have and people you around, that's not a reality I want to live in. I want to live in a place with cities, with people, with social interactions, with love, with the ability to go out and do things and explore the world. I mean, like, we're human beings. Like, this is, like, to live as scavengers is not a good life. Like, that does not sound like fun at all. It sounds like a very desperate, lonely, sad, bitter, fucking just a horrible, nightmarish existence. So I don't want that to happen. And there's plenty of human beings here to do this and to push these people back. And we're much stronger and more powerful than we realize. We just need the right opportunity to allow those powers to blossom, which means it goes back to the work. Again, what we do with our hands. What type of corporations are we perpetuating? What type of energy are we putting out into the universe? What are the causes and the effects? What are the effects of our actions? Like me working for Domino's. I am helping perpetuate a company that's poisoning people in the earth. Okay, just that in itself right there has a residual effect on myself and also on the collective. So this is why we need to stop perpetuating corporations like that. But people need to live, so we need other good corporations to come in and step in and take the place of these wicked ones, and we need to start building and growing those. So anyway, I'm a little rusty, but I'm just going to continue coming back at this with as much power as I can muster, because it's what we need. So that's what I feel we need. So all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.